What is up, good people? Jungle Link here. Hope you're doing well. The rumor mill is in overdrive. People speculating a settlement is imminent between Ripple and the SEC, and we've seen this a million times. There's some closed-door meeting on the schedule. Everyone assumes, well, that must be Ripple, because of course the SEC doesn't have anyone else they're terrorizing, and it never is. But this time's a little bit different. There's a caveat. What is that? You can go to junglelinkxrp.com for full reporting on the issue, but there's a leaked schedule for August 1st. And one of the things listed on the docket is the Ripple court case to be discussed. Is there any credence to this? Is this real? That's the problem with the internet. You really don't know. Now, if I see something like this, I'm not going to dismiss it outright, but I'm going to be skeptical and I'm going to go right to the professionals to see, does this have any substance? Does this seem like it's realistic? And first and foremost, Bill Morgan kind of points out there's a lot of obstacles for both sides to settle this thing out. There are some areas that Ripple may want to appeal in regards to on-demand liquidity. In the SEC, of course, pretty much the whole case is bad for them, and they're probably not going to want to give up that appeals right. So it's a challenging situation, but that doesn't mean it won't settle. It very well might. But when we look at Marc Fagel and what he says that's not what happens at a weekly closed meeting, but dream big. What he's stating is, if you're going to have some settlement conference, they're going to meet to settle out Ripple. They're not going to put it on any schedule. It would not be listed. Even if this was a real leak, it would not even be on here. They're not going to list it. That's not how procedures work. And so that's really why I like Marc Fagel in a big way. He's not going to tell you it won't happen. Again, he says this may settle out. It's not likely, probably won't, but it could happen. But if it does, you're not going to see it listed on a schedule like this. It just ain't going to happen. This is fraudulent. So just understand that likely what we're going to see is a settlement, or not a settlement, but a ruling issued out by Judge Torres. There's going to be some fines and penalties. It ain't going to be the billions of dollars the SEC wants, and Mark says that as well. They're dreaming with that. But, there's going to be something paid here, and we'll have to see if this gets kicked to the next round. And very well may not, because, again, the SEC, they're dealing with a tough case here, that they lost most of their issues in court, that got a very bad result by a good judge, that hasn't had things overturned in settlement, that likely just applied the law. And if you kick that up and you seal that in an appeals, you're going to be in the hurt locker for everything you want to do. So we'll have to see it play out. Again, I think we'll get a decision by Judge Torres. It'll be a significant penalty. It'll be big for regular folks like us. It'll sound big. But to Ripple, it's no big deal. They'll pay it, move on. And hopefully we get crypto regs. That's really the thing, in my opinion, to look for. We're going to get crypto regulations in this country, 2025, 2026. And that's going to clear a lot of these issues up. And we're not going to have to go to court and argue with reptilians to know what is legal and what is not. Let me know down below what you think. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.